You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
Sounds like some bad movie.
All right. Welcome.
She's a castle freak. She's castle freak guy.
Oh, man.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to Moviesucktastic.
Yeah, this is a film that I saw. We're reviewing Castle Freak, Stuart Gordon's Castle Freak, which is an H.P. Lovecraft short story called The Outsider.
Very loosely based.
But it's a very, very short short story. It's a very short story, so they can get away with the loosely based because of how short it actually is.
Yeah. I didn't really see any excessive advertising either. I think it's just really that he was inspired by the short story because Stuart Gordon, who wrote and directed the film, obviously he's done. We've reviewed several of his films on the show, Reanimator, Robo-Jocks, but he also did From Beyond.
Did we review From Beyond?
No,
we haven't yet,
not.
Right? Okay,
we have not. He even did Edgar Allan Poe. He did the Sword of Damocles, not the Sword of Damocles, the Pit and the Pendulum.
Oh, the Pit and the Pendulum.
Yeah, the Sword of Damocles was in it as well. That's how I remember it. Lance Henriksen plays Torquemada in that.
Oh, does he? Oh, I didn't even...
Yeah.
I've never seen the Pit and the Pendulum.
It's not great. Well, 90s
okay.
horror. And also, this film kind of breaks our rules a little bit because this did not get a theatrical release. This was released direct-to-video.
Direct-to-video, yes.
Yeah.
So it does break our rules, but, we're rule breakers every once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so if anyone wants to know what that rule is, we review films that have a theatrical release.
Because there's just so much badness in the general market whenever you just,
right.
When there's no filters. So, so we use that as a criteria so we're not just doing every bad film like, Kite Massacre 3.
Right.
Yeah.
So, this movie was...
Gotta have some production standards.
Yeah, well, I will say this about this film. I was actually quite shocked to see that it was a direct-to-video, but there's a reason why it was direct-to-video. It was because Stuart Gordon had full control over the film. He did not have to worry about it getting a rating from the MPAA. And it was super low budget. So with all of that combined, and the fact that the film is very violent and brutal, this was not getting a theatrical release anyway. It just wasn't happening. Not in the U.S. I believe it did get some theatrical runs in Europe.
I can think of a couple of lines it crosses. Yeah.
What I did find when I watched this film. Now, when the movie opened up, now I haven't seen this film in forever. Cinemax, late night, 10 years old, something like that.
Before we get into the film itself, I apologize. I didn't mean cutting you off, but before we get into the film itself, since we talked about it being based on H.P. Lovecraft, loosely based on H.P. Lovecraft's short story, I also want to point out that the film is actually based on the movie poster, because the movie poster existed already. They didn't have a movie for it.
Right. He saw it in the
production studio.
Yeah. The guy, the producer, Band, saw it in his office. And he's like, ooh, what's that? He goes, it's just a poster. It's Castle and a Freak. You can make this movie. You can have complete control, make it low budget, as long as there's a castle and a freak in it. So that's how it's
not disappoint.
No, and that's how Stuart Gordon got the film. Now, I said I was 10 years old when I saw this. No, I was actually thinking about like Reanimator and From Beyond. I was 21 years old when this movie came out in 1995. But that was probably when I saw it. I saw it on Cinemax late night. It was like one of those. Now, when the movie opens up and it has the horrible voiceover, which clearly must have been bad audio when they were trying to film the scene in the car, that they had to dub over it, because the rest of the film is not like that at all. There's a couple of scenes where there might be people that have like a really bad Italian accent and are delivering the lines, where they may have dubbed voices there, but for the most part, the entire film is not dubbed over like that. It has a very good, clear speaking audio track. And speaking of which, I was actually surprised at how good the musical score is for this movie.
Stuart Gordon typically has a good score. Yeah.
I was actually very surprised at how good it was. For a film that was straight to video, very, very surprised. I was not expecting like full piece orchestra type score. Was not expecting that at all. So
yeah. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but the film opens up with the old lady, correct, in the castle.
It does. It opens up with the old lady. She gets up, brings some food, make sure she has her whip,
and then she feeds her castle freak, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, freaky.
Sorry, I just had to interrupt for that.
No, it's okay. But, she doesn't look too much better than the castle freak. Just a little bit.
No, just a little bit. But she goes to feed the castle freak, instead whips the shit out of him, which I feel like was like her intention in the first place.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But then she has a heart attack afterwards, and I put in my notes, the film starts with a much needed wellness check. How long was this lady there? They pan back. The bread is all moldy. So does nobody care about this old woman?
No, she lived there.
No caretakers. Wow.
She lived there for 40 years, and nobody gave a shit.
No, apparently, and rightfully so. Apparently.
Yeah, you later find out.
Yeah, not a nice person.
No, not at all.
No. Well, I mean, when you find her beating her castle freak, if you know what I mean, that alone is not really a nice thing to do.
No, definitely not. And she's got the little gatto running around, with her in the scene, little gatto.
Yeah. So she dies, and then Jeffrey Combs inherits the castle.
He inherits the castle because it's on his father's side. It's that lineage. That's the connection on his dad's side.
Yes.
But then you find out later how that really connects, which all goes back to the castle freak. The
castle freak, yes. Well, I mean, we're not jumping the gun here. I mean, no, I'm not going to jump the gun. He inherits the castle, so he drags his wife and blind daughter along with him. And, Jeffrey Combs is always a win.
Oh, always.
He's great. He's great in any film. Even if the film sucks,
Even if the film sucks, you could at least expect a solid performance from Jeffrey Combs. Always.
Right. Now, so they move into the castle, but he's looking to sell. So he's itemizing the castle himself, because obviously he's an antiquities expert and knows what the hell he's looking at.
Oh yeah.
He's just gonna write down 5 sofas, like ancient Chesterfields. But I put in my notes. I feel like we're in store for a lot of hall wandering in this film. Early on, it's very evident we're going to have a lot of long scenes of people walking down hallways.
Well, it's a castle, so
it's a castle.
Really can't help themselves. You what you do in those types of scenes is you show the vastness of the castle, how cold it can be, you know,
by
corridors and like it's mystical kind of deal. There's so many things you can do with a castle.
And then they demonstrate that vastness by letting a blind child wander through it.
I know. Who by the way, she hasn't been blind a really long time. It's only like a year, a few months. It's not like she's been, you know, doing it for a long time.
For a few years at least, yeah.
No, I thought it was. Oh, maybe it was a couple. Well, not so much younger.
I would say a few years, like, you know, give it 5 years maybe.
Only because you find out the reason she's blind is because Dad's an alcoholic and is driving his kids around drunk. Hey, put your seatbelt on. You
know, you blind one can kill another, and you never hear the end of it. Jesus, if you know, just pick the one thing to keep nagging on.
You know, it's funny sometimes.
But then he kind of proves himself to be a bad father anyway, because I mean, I understand that blind children aren't helpless, but there's a difference between being helpless and just wander around this huge castle that I've never been in before.
Right.
I'm sure we'll find each other again.
Yeah.
And please,
I'm sure these steps are up to code.
Yeah. I even wrote my notes. Who tells their blind child, quiet, I'm looking at stuff?
Can't you see I'm doing something? Ooh.
Like immediately loses the blind girl.
Ooh. Nobody? Nothing? Got nothing out of that? Just, come on, man. I don't even think you heard me say it. I got to be honest. I think I would have got a better reaction if you were paying attention to me. You never pay attention to me.
I'm paying attention.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So while they're letting their blonde child stumble around the mansion unattended, the castle freak escapes. And
he bites his own thumb off.
No, it's.
I mean, that's how he escapes, and he's still tethered to one part of the chain on his one arm,
which he tends to use as a weapon from time to time.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he chain whips the fuck out of people. That is not pretty. It's not a pretty sight.
No, he bites his thumb off just to get himself out of the shackle, which he does.
Now, I'll say for a freak who is apparently supposedly possibly been caged in this cell in this castle since like childhood, for someone who's been that separated from society, reality, and all that, he does a damn good impression of a chair on the spot.
Not bad.
Maybe he had like a memory in the back of his head of like an old Abbott and Costello movie or something, but I was like, what are the odds of that? I get the being sneaky part. I'm sure he's used to like trying to hide, but taking on the form of a chair with the blanket, and
I mean, he's not speaking any English either. He's not speaking any Italian. He's not speaking any language.
No. He
just makes noises.
It's the language of love, Joey.
Is that what it is? I missed that.
That's what it is. That's why he's after the blind girl, because he's in love with her.
Yeah, and she can't see him, so love is blind.
Yeah. I mean, there's no real purpose of her being blind except to put her in danger in the film.
Yeah, and to create...
There's no other thematic reason for
to create separation between him and his wife as well. Yeah. It's so he's like, I haven't had dropped a drink in I think he said 9 months. I think that's what he said. And then of course he starts trying to make out with her and get all frisky, and she's like, get away from me. No.
All right, I killed one of the kids. I'm sorry. Jesus.
A man's got needs.
But I'll tell you, when Jeffrey Combs falls off the wagon, he falls off hard.
Oh yeah, he does.
I was enjoying his drunk routine. I really do. I really, watching the man act is just just fun. I
know.
And
I know.
And I love that he takes home a prostitute.
Here's a shot of him drunk, by the way, in the background. Perfect timing.
I love that he's a bad father. Yeah, sorry, my blind kid and wife are here, but I'll be in another part of the castle. They'll never notice.
Right. And then he starts, making out with her, kissing her naked body, then starts banging her. I'm like, whoa, he really, he went all out.
With the castle freak watching.
With the castle freak watching. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to learn how to do it.
And I'll give him credit. After he hid as the chair, he kept the sheet on.
He did.
He did. So it's not like it wasn't a one shot. He's like, okay, I'm going to keep this. Yeah, I like this whole idea. Clothing. It's interesting. I'll run with it.
I like the next day because the prostitute goes missing, right? The castle freak grabs her, and then you kind of assume that he might have killed her, but that doesn't actually happen. That scene actually gets more brutal and more weird and violent and sexualized and all kinds of things. But
so not only does Jeffrey Combs' character find out that like he's related to the castle freak, which comes up later.
Right.
That's what I say. Like, talk about all the coincidences. He just happens to take home the prostitute that's like the girlfriend of the county sheriff.
Right. The one that's giving him trouble.
This guy's got the worst luck ever.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Well,
My favorite part of the whole film is when they arrest him and the chief is interrogating him and he finally loses. He's like, why did you kill her? I didn't kill her. I just fucked her. And then immediately like truncheon to the head. Well,
I like when
part in the whole film.
I like when they interrogate him earlier and he's like, "You're not going to find her here. I don't know what you're talking about." And then they leave and she's like, "You brought a prostitute into our house." I'm like, "This has been your house for like 3 days." But the way she says it is like, like our house. It's like, dude, first of all, we've been here for like 3 days. What's going on here?
All right. I don't think we should be siding with Jeffrey Combs in this case.
No. I just thought that scene was kind of interesting and funny.
No, it is. But I will say, though, and I have it in my notes, I was kind of rooting for the castle freak until he ate the prostitute.
Yeah.
That was like the line. I was okay with the whole fascination with the blind girls. We've all been there. But eating the prostitute, that was a no-no.
Yeah. It's like, you're doing it wrong, buddy. Doing it wrong.
Yeah, no, that's well, part of the reason is the castration, I would say, which man, yeah,
not good.
That was that's a prosthetic I wasn't prepared to see. It's like, oh my, oh yes, no, he's lacking. Yeah, and they're making sure we see it.
Front and from the back.
Dude, and at the end she kicks him in the castration.
Did she?
It's like, that's gotta hurt. Even I felt that. Man.
Yeah, you get those twinges where you can kind of feel it, even though it didn't happen to you. Like, that's what that felt like. Yeah, not good. Not good.
I mean, the half the movie is cat and mouse with the castle freak.
Yeah.
With scenes that are supposed to be sensual or sexual and never really achieve that. I think it's interesting that Barbara Crampton, who plays the wife, she was also from Reanimator and From Beyond.
Right.
And in all three films, she has her bare breasts groped by some kind of monster.
And they're out. They were not out. They were not out in this film, though.
I thought they were.
No, I believe
when she lured him when she lures him away at the end.
She was taking her top off, but did you see breasts?
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Because there were a lot of breast shots in this film, so I kind of got a little numb to it after a while.
Yeah.
There's only so many breasts I can. And actually, after the castration, I wasn't in the mood. After that reveal, I'm like, nah, breasts are okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm I'm not as concentrated now.
Yeah, for sure. I get it.
Yeah, but it's not a bad film. I mean, Stuart Gordon's not a bad filmmaker.
No.
It drags in some spots.
I actually remembered a lot of this that I saw back in the 90s.
Oh, this was my first time.
Yeah, I had seen it 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Saw it 30 years ago. That was...
God, you're old.
Don't you know it? I saw it 30 years ago, and I hadn't seen it since. And I remembered thinking it was like, okay, I like this. This is kind of cool. You know, the guy that did Reanimator and From Beyond, which I love those movies, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
In rewatching this, I actually think I liked it more now than I did when I saw it the first time. Probably because I could appreciate it better now. Like, I noticed for such a low budget film, the production value was actually pretty good. The musical score blew me away. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. And honestly, I thought the makeup on the Castle Freak was pretty damn good for such a low budget movie.
Oh yeah, definitely like a full body cast.
Full body, yeah.
Yeah, just no, it was definitely nothing shoddy about it. The fingers are always hard. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
But they did well. I mean, yeah, you're right. The thumb biting off scene, but he is almost a redeemable hero until he kills the prostitute, and then it all goes downhill.
Well, he also kills a prostitute, and well, he kills the cat because he eats it. It kind of gives him like
okay with that.
He kind of gives him a superpower, like he's weak, you know. Then he eats the cat.
He finally got something to eat. He hasn't eaten in since the old lady died.
Well, right. So he eats the cat, and he gets all this strength and power from it, and that's when he bites his thumb off. But not only does he kill the prostitute, he first kills the lawyer / realtor, his sister that she's staying at the house to like cook for them and clean and take care of them while they're staying there.
He killed her first?
Yes, because then the prostitute, they pan over to her and she's still barely alive. And then dies. I mean, like, listen, she only dies very quickly after he beats the sister to death.
Right, so he'd already eaten her.
He'd already eaten her, but she was still not dead yet. She watched him beat the woman to death, and then she died.
I think once he started taking chunks out of her, that was the line for me. That's a waste of a good prostitute.
Yeah,
that's not acceptable.
But the beating was brutal. Like the first shot where he swings.
Chains.
Right. Yeah. Well, he swings at her and hits her like full force, and she goes forward like it's a horizontal. It's a wide angle shot, and you just see her go forward and down, and then without missing a beat, without a cutaway scene, he just starts over and over and over, probably about 8 to 10 times. You know, just now when they showed her later, and I'm like, she's definitely not beaten up enough for how brutal the hits were in the previous scene. Like, you would have expected a lot less of her. But I mean, it was still gory when they showed her, like how dead she was, and you know, chunks missing and all that. But for what he did, a head probably shouldn't have been there. We'll put it that way. Probably shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why this movie probably didn't get a theatrical release, because of how brutal it was, and it was unrated, and movies like that don't get theatrical releases. So while we kind of, broke our rule a little bit, there was just no way this movie was getting a theatrical release. It's just not happening.
No, Castration, no.
No. I mean,
that's the reason.
I think it was released theatrically in Europe, though.
Possible.
I mean, our rule is North America, but, we don't release movies without ratings a lot of times.
No.
Especially in the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rated R now.
Now, yeah.
It wasn't rated R when it came out then. This is tame in comparison to some of the stuff that's released now that gets an R rating.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
Definitely.
the Saw films, in a lot of ways, was way more gory than this.
Sure. Yeah,
You know?
no. Again, a lot of the film is just wandering through hallways and forgetting where your blind child is.
Yeah. Going to the bar, getting soused, and bringing home a prostitute.
But honestly, Jeffrey Combs holds the film together because he's such a delight in every scene.
Yes.
I mean,
Absolutely.
And his heroic turn at the end is kind of fun and bittersweet too. It's not a bad film. It's just it's
really isn't.
It's a product of its time and era. You know, the '90s direct-to-video market.
Now, I did not know this until I did, not a ton of homework, but a little bit of homework. They made a remake in 2020.
I saw that, yes.
And I have not watched that.
No. Well, not, I don't have a desire to.
I mean, I'm interested.
All.
I'm kind of interested.
Why would you remake this film?
I don't know.
It's perfect.
I don't know. There's so many movies, so many horror films that come out. I guess they were hoping to get some traction. I don't know. Of course, it was doomed because it was released during the pandemic. It's
just Castle Freak 1995. There's nothing in it that makes me say, yeah, you know what they could do? No. No, we don't need these. Stop remaking stuff 30, 20 years later, 25 years later. It's stop with Spinal Tap 2. You know, the nostalgia shit is getting old.
Well, I mean, Hollywood has run out of ideas a long time ago.
They didn't run out of ideas. They're just even more afraid of ideas than ever.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. They're either afraid, like you said, they've run out, so they just start making just shit that they've made before that was successful, or might have just garnered an interest, like a film like Castle Freak. It's kind of gone on to cult status in the horror genre. So
yeah, it deserves it. Anything with Jeffrey Combs deserves cult status from that time period.
And at the time, it was released through Full Moon Pictures, which released a lot of good horror films back in the day. Like Dolls and Puppet Master and shit like that.
We reviewed Dolls too.
Yeah.
Another Stuart Gordon film.
Yes. So I mean, Full Moon was
Full Moon. The castle that they filmed in was actually owned by the president of...
Yeah, the guy, I forget his first name, but his last name is Band. That's when Stuart Gordon went into his office, saw the poster, said, hey, what's that? He owned that castle. He's like, listen, I need a castle and I need a freak. You can make the movie. I'll let you have full creative control. Just give me my castle. Give me a freak. And they ended up filming in a castle he owned in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was kind of neat.
And he probably billed himself for the rental, too.
Oh, he wrote that shit off big time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's all I have to say about Castle Freak. I mean, Jeffrey Combs. I got...
Absolutely.
There's very little else to recommend it, honestly.
So
it is coherent. It is,
It's well made. It is.
It flows.
Yeah.
There weren't any points where I was like agonizingly bored, but I will say too much walking through hallways. Be prepared for that.
Yeah. What is this currently rated on IMDb right now?
5.9.
I think a 6 is appropriate for this movie.
Because of Jeffrey Combs, I agree.
Yes, I think a 6 is fine. I wouldn't go below a 6. If Jeffrey Combs wasn't as good as he is, you probably throw a 5 at this. But no, I think it's a solid 6.
The whole thing would fall apart without him.
Yeah.
Yep, 6 it is.
All right.
Oh, I haven't updated our graph in a while. I keep track of all the ratings we give them and everything. I got to update that. Oh, I've been slacking.
Slacker.
Yeah.
Slacker.
So what's next on the agenda?
All right. So we're gonna spin the wheel. So just not that everyone needs to know this. I just need to vent just a little bit.
They don't.
They do. They're gonna hear it anyway. Scott already heard it. So, anyone that's a fan of the show has known that we spin a wheel every week now, and that's how we're picking our films. It's a lot of fun. It's refreshing and different. So Scott found this spin the wheel picker thing, and we've been using it for a while. And apparently, with how popular our show is, they want to charge money for it. It's all our fault. And I'm not giving him a fucking dime. And I'm not giving him a dime because it's not actually installed on my goddamn computer. It's an app. And if I give him money, that shit could go away. And guess what? I don't own anything. It's like owning a digital video game. Guess what? You really don't own it. So stop it. So I found another wheel spinner. It does the same exact fucking thing. It's not as pretty, but it does the same fucking thing, which is the whole point.
All right.
Now, where did it go? Here it is. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's the wheel. Look at that. What a fucking gobbledygook mess that is. Alrighty. Are you ready?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed, sir.
All right. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that's... It's supposed to have better music, but... Anticlimactic. Wrong Turn franchise.
Oh.
So we're officially in October, spooky season. Although some people believe spooky season, Halloween season starts in September. I don't know about that, but so Castle Freak was a film that we spun the wheel on and we got it. It's a horror film. The Wrong Turn franchise, it's a bunch of freaks in the middle of the woods.
Yep, it is.
Do you want to review one of these movies or the first movie? Or do you want to use a veto? Scott and I each get a veto.
You want to use yours?
Sure. I could tell Scott
right.
doesn't want to review this. All right, let's do it again. Do I want to use mine?
I'll do it if I have to. But,
No. All right, here we go. Oh man, this is so not. At least the other one was a little like thrilling when we spun the damn wheel. Death Laid an Egg.
There you go. There we go. That's a horror film.
Is it really?
Yeah, I just grabbed it, added it to my collection recently. Hang on, I'll give you the synopsis in a brief second.
All right, Death Laid an Egg. Never heard of it.
It's one of the many films on my Plex that begins with the word death.
Okay.
Here it is.
Death
Laid an Egg. I have a copy with audio commentary.
All right.
Directed by Giulio Questi.
All right.
A love triangle develops between three people who run a high-tech chicken farm. It involves Anna, who owns the farm, her husband Marco, who kills prostitutes in his spare time, and Gabriella, the very beautiful secretary.
This is an Italian. This is Giallo movie or something?
It's an Italian horror film.
Of course it is.
I don't know if it counts as Giallo, but it's Italian.
But it's Italian. All right. I could tell right away it's Italian just by the names of these fucking people. It's like they didn't even try. George likes to kill. No, it's Giancarlo. It's like, what? Whatever the fuck his name was.
1968. Rated X.
Really? Oh.
Yep.
We have Bush. Pan down. I want pan down. We have Bush. It's a little Revenge of the Nerds for you. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. It's fine.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one.
Death Laid an Egg. Okay.
Yep. I'm glad I next wrong turn.
I
glad
never
you next wrong turn.
Yes. I never heard of it, so I like.
I never heard of it until I added it to my collection.
So I'm gonna go grab it probably later, or as soon as we're done, I'll go grab it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this one.
Death Laid an Egg. All right, I'll see if I can get the little lady to watch it with me. Because now that it's October, she's all about watching horror films. So.
Oh, I'm doing a horror film a day.
You do that every year, and then about a week in, 5 days in, you're like, "Yep, can't do it."
I know. I'm trying. I'm already 2 days in, and I'm good so far. I got.
I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time.
I forget what day one was already. What the hell?
I know that you asked what.
Oh, Rabid. Rabid and The Night Strangler are the two films I've seen so far.
Rabid? Okay.
Early Cronenberg, woman with a vagina stinger in her armpit. Yep. And then the Night Stranglers, the second film in the Kolchak series.
Okay. I've seen Rabid. I haven't seen The Night Strangler.
Have you ever seen any Kolchak?
What was what's the other movies?
The other one is The Night Stalker, and then there was a TV show. I think it was called. Oh damn! I just said his name.
Kolchak.
Kolchak. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know. My brain just suddenly turned off. No, I think the TV show is called Kolchak.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen the TV show, but I was catching up on the movies. He's just a reporter that reports on things that turn out to be supernatural in nature. It's like X-Files, but instead of FBI agents, he's a news reporter.
And it's from the 80s, 70s.
70s.
Oh.
Actually, 1973, the year I was born, was when
The
Strangler came out.
It's gonna be fucking terrible.
No, it's not bad. The Strangler is actually better than the Stalker, in my opinion. It's lighter. It's more upbeat.
Really? All right.
For a film about somebody that strangles women. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Death laid an egg. Here we go.
Death laid an egg. I can't wait.
Me neither.
All right. Let's go ahead and end this bad boy.
All right.
Should have pulled my audio thing up sooner. Forgot. It's all right.
Man, what are you doing?
We're gonna get through it together. It's gonna be fine.
I got your back, man.
Thank you.
I got your back.
All right, everybody. Episode 454 of Moviesucktastic. We just reviewed Castle Freak, Stuart Gordon's Castle Freak, based on an H.P. Lovecraft short story called The Outsider. Thank you for joining us. As always, go to our website at Moviesucktastic.com. Download the show, listen to the show, tune in live every week on YouTube. You can go to iTunes and you can listen to the show as well. You can go to Facebook.com/Moviesucktastic and you can see everything that we've been posting. You can go to Scott's Letterboxd website at letterboxd.com/Moviesucktastic. If you want to leave us voicemail, it's 908-514-4470. If you want to leave us email, the address is themovieguys@Moviesucktastic.com. And if you want to download our podcast app, go to Moviesucktastic.com/mst.apk or download your favorite podcast player for whatever device you're using. Just do a search for Moviesucktastic and every single episode is there, 100% free. Listen and enjoy. So, do you have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
I didn't kill her. I just fucked her.
Don't we all? Don't we all? All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week when we review Death Laid an Egg from 1968. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.